Hello and welcome to Release into Peace. And here we are in November, and we get to look at this gorgeous body of water and a soft beach and clouds and soft puffy clouds. And I was thinking of something I heard recently, and it's called soft power. And I thought, what a wonderful term. And I guess it's a legitimate term that's used in business, and it's really about knowing how to lead, wherever we are, to be able to, if we're in a position. I think all of us, each one of us, are leaders in our lives. And when we can embrace something called soft power in our leadership with a feeling of absolute honesty and truth within ourselves, well, then we can allow people to trust us and to know that we're sincere and that we care. I think so much of what we need these days is to take the edge off. Sometimes we feel stressed about so many different little things, but let's just let go of all of that and get soft around the edges and trust that soft power, and just take a mini November vacation for ourselves right now at a beautiful beach or wherever you want to be, and experience, to start with, your own soft power within. And I think that being able to embody this soft power means that our head and our heart, they are in sync with each other. Because sometimes our heads will say one thing and our hearts will say, no, 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 I'm not going to do that. Or our heart really wants to do something or be something, and the head goes, no, you can't do that. And so this soft power, it all starts deep within each one of us, where we learn how to flex in sync between our head and our heart. So what is our head? What does it mean? Maybe it's that place, we could call it the intellect, that is gauging from moment to moment whether what I am doing or choosing is appropriate, and if it is okay to do. And this is a very important skill. It's actually the conscience speaking. But sometimes we've developed a kind of an old conscience that is actually perhaps based on finger wagging, perhaps finger wagging that we received from adults or authority figures as we were growing up. And this kind of uh, authority doesn't work. And so sometimes what we do is we go against authority within, or we suppress and go along with. But there is another way. There is the way of creating a new way of seeing through the intellect and honoring a new intellect that is not critical, but is kind of like a silent observer that watches. And when we become more subtle, we are more in sync with this silent observer intellect. And the mind, then we're bringing the mind in. The mind can be more like a child. The child that wants, that desires. And when the intellect is like a good mother that understands the mind and that child within and our good mother or good parent within start agreeing with each other and working together to create a beautiful experience within ourselves, then we know that we are using soft, beautiful power within the soul. Because finally and within real truth, within essence, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, within the essence of who we are, when we meditate, when we become silent, those two energies, the child and the parent within, the wise intellect and the enthusiastic, creative child, become almost like they're fused and are part of each other. And this kind of soft power is the kind of energy that creates great, great joy in our lives. And we can share this joy, this energy, when we have these realizations about what's going on inside and simplifying it and accepting ourselves, accepting that child, and accepting that parent. And sometimes we can watch quietly as we may revert back into an old pattern of the harsh intellect, the harsh parent, the finger wagging parent. and the child feels hurt or grumpy or refuses to cooperate because it doesn't feel like it's being truly heard. And so I'd like you to just take a few moments now and just relax into the beauty of your soft power. And just imagine that you're walking on this beautiful beach and that you deserve to be at this beach. And the water is the perfect temperature. And you can feel your feet just softly enmeshing into that sand it's like a marshmallow. And it just wants to embrace you and love you because you're lovable and you're beautiful just the way you are. And you can imagine maybe having a friend with you or a dog or special animal, maybe a few friends, and enjoying being natural, being the real you, the one that, we can be a little sloppy sometimes. We make mistakes. We do all these things, but we can, through reflection and soft meditation and soft power, pull ourselves back into how we imagine ourselves as that perfect child, the one who does run free in the sand and maybe, just allows the self to call out, play, and the parent that gently gives love. And through the parent within us that is very wise, gently and sweetly helps to bring the child into its highest, most lovely potential. So let's use this soft power this month, as we know we have Thanksgiving coming and so many, situations with perhaps many different people coming. And just turn on that light, that soft power within you. Love and accept yourself and just allow that soft power to gently emanate into the atmosphere wherever you are. Thank you, and Om Shanti.